Hello, Aries. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Chakra Wisdom Tarot by Tori Hartman. Supportive Oracle cards. The Spirit Animal Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. Let's pick this up. Well, I only got a couple of them, but that's okay. Okay. How many tarot cards will we get? We'll find out in a second. What is that card? Okay. All right. Aries. So coming into this, there's a really strong card there. This is in the environment. The Lovers is in the environment. It's really strong in this situation. But part of me is wondering how this is actually hitting. It doesn't fit perfectly, in my opinion, because you got the Panther Spirit, and you got the Three of Cups here. It seems like there's like a third party situation, or there's some type of collective situation going on here. But the Panther Spirit on your side is telling me you're aware of what's happening. You're aware that there's a problem here. It almost looks like to the outside world, it looks like you and whoever are doing fine. And this doesn't have to be a romance situation. Could be a friendship, could be a coworker. And they're just explaining that it looks like you and whoever this is get along great in public. To the outside world, it looks like you and whoever, like peas in a pod, wrapped, perfect. Again, it doesn't have to be romantic. It does. Somebody it looks like you're getting along with really well. But in the same token, you're like, well, maybe we don't get along that well. And you're watching what's going around this other person. You're kind of like, I don't feel like they're 100% on my side. And you're kind of keeping an eye on that. And you're seeing some type of third-party influence with this. Now, as this keeps coming forward, whoever this person is you're connected with, this card doesn't usually look creepy to me, but right now it looks creepy to me. They seem to be picking up that you're not really believing in them totally. They seem to be picking up on these vibes here, like you're not really totally impressed with them, and you're kind of wondering what they're doing. So they're actively trying to prove that they're on your side. They're trying to squelch anything, but the eyes on this lady right now look really creepy to me. I don't know if you can see her. It's probably going to be blurry. I don't know if I can make that. Nope, doesn't look like it's going to work. I just wanted to see if you guys could see her eyes. To me, they look really creepy. It's kind of like this person knows that you're like kind of questioning them, and they're like, well, I want to squelch that. And they come towards you. There's conversations between you and this person about what's been going on, and they're kind of trying to just kind of like smooth that over. Like, no, there's no problem. No, we're good. This is what was really happening. I know it looked like that, but this is why it looked like that. You got the Star card. You'd like to believe this is better than it is. Ooh, yeah. No, you'd like to. If you can really buy into it, it depends on you. It's a general read. You'd like to believe it. You got the Star card, and I feel like you're trying to get yourself to believe it a little bit at least. It doesn't seem to last that long, though. Even though at first it says the other person seems to think, oh, the Aries bought it, we're cool. The Aries bought it, yeah, it's good. They got the Six of Wands. I think the jig is up. Because I'm getting like something happens and you're like, wait, I thought you said this was how this was going. You got the Five of Wands on your side and you're finding out what's really going on. It's like this one moment where they're smoothing things over and they're like, no, this is what's really happening. Within a week and a half, you find out the truth. And the Five of Wands is telling me you're very upset about this. But it's on your side. It's not really... You're very upset about it, but you're kind of like, all right, well, that was obviously complete bull. But you also seem to be motivated to be like, all right, well, what else is bull here? What else is not true? You might go into investigation mode. Kind of like, all right, well, that was a lie. What else is a lie here? You seem to be pushing forward, and you're very smart with this, because you're like, you go forward too directly. It just gives them more reason to lie to your face, or find a way to lie to your face, because they clearly already did that once. So you're like, you know what, I want the truth. And if I have to kind of be a little coy with this to get the truth, then so be it. So you're going forward very carefully. You're creating situations to try to find out the truth about how this person is acting. And you're pushing it out there, and you're just throwing things in front of them, basically, just to see how they're going to react to it. And I feel like they're starting to show their true colors. Koala Spirit with the, I was going to say Page of Pentacles. Princess of Coins. I'm kind of feeling Page of Pentacles with this one. They're showing their true colors. You're putting out situations almost like little tests. And you don't feel bad about it. And there's no reason you should. You're like, no, you've been lying to me, and I need to find out the truth of how deep this goes. They're showing their true colors. The truth is coming out with this. And what's really here, the foundation of who they are, is coming out. That's what I'm getting with these two cards. It says Spirit has a plan in the environment. Like, this should be coming forward. When I feel Koala lives life by their rules. That's kind of how I feel about that. I don't really have a reason for it. I don't know a lot about koalas. But when I think of them, I feel like Koala lives life by their rules. And they're showing what their rules really are, and who they really are. That's what I'm getting. When this all comes down, you're finding out the truth, and I don't see you really... You don't really like it, but it's not about liking it at this point. Because you're like, at this point, you've been disappointed a few times as it is. But you're getting the information, you're absorbing that information, the truth that is there. You might be communicating about it a little bit, but you're absorbing it mostly. And then there's nothing you can do with it. You're just kind of like, there's nothing I can do with this information as long as I'm a part of the situation. You are passing judgment on the situation based on what you found. Kind of like, I've seen this, I don't like that, don't like this, don't like that. You're passing judgment, kind of like, I've decided that I'm not going to be a part of this anymore. You got the death card with it. There's not even an argument about it. It's just kind of like, I see you for who you are, and I'm not a part of that anymore. I'm not going to do it anymore. You're cutting ties. Because there's nothing left for you to do. You're like, I see you. I don't like it. There's no fixing it. I gotta go. You're passing judgment, and you're ending the situation. That's what it is. It is what it is. This other person doesn't seem to catch on right off the bat that you're done. There's some energy here trying to push things forward. The other person seems to be connected to you. They don't want to let go. They seem to want to keep things moving forward. They seem to try to keep treating the situation as if it hasn't changed. But you're not playing into this. You're literally done. You might be communicating a little bit with this person, and that's stressful for you. For some reason, you feel like you can't just blow this out of the water. You're not interested in an argument, but you're kind of like, no, I said how I felt, and I don't want to do anything else with this. And the stress is there, kind of like the stress is there because you want to be a little bit more volatile about it, is what I'm getting. You really want to tell this person off, but you're also like, for whatever reason in this situation, you're thinking, if I do tell them off or I rip their head off, it's not gonna serve me in the long run, so I'm not gonna do it. So that's the stress with this, and it just seems to linger. Like, they keep trying to move it forward. What I'm getting here is like, it just never. They don't make any leeway in this. It's just kind of like, you've made your decision. I'm feeling like you're both a lot happier on moving on from this situation. It wasn't matching. You got the King of Cups here, though, is telling me something else is going to come in to replace this. Something else is going to come in to replace this. I also feel like when something does, you're very careful about what you get involved with. Whatever the situation was, a friend, coworker, if it was a romantic relationship, when it's done, and you're finished. I just feel like it might make you a little jaded about letting somebody else into your life because you're like, nah, I don't need that happening again. So I feel like when I feel Beaver Spirit along with the Hierophant, you're kind of like, well, let me see how this person does. Let me see, like I feel like you're throwing little tests out there right in the beginning, mostly because you're like, I'm not going to invest in somebody and get to know somebody and then just find out down the road that they were not the quality I needed. I need to find out in the beginning. I need to find out now if they're really somebody I can trust. So you're moving forward in a way of like you're careful, you kind of scrutinize a little bit. I don't feel like it's bad. Somebody is going to take this person's place. When that happens, I feel like it's going to go a lot better. I also feel like you're subject to the same tests you're putting out. So this person might be testing you the same way you're testing them. But it seems like it's really good. I don't see a problem here, but definitely something is going to take the place of this energy that's leaving. Anything else? All right. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.